moving on.
Well, how many of you like to watch talk shows like Kapil Sharma Show, Coffee with Karan? Can I have a quick thumbs up? Okay, that's great. And what if I tell you that we have our own talk show? Yes. So put your hands together to welcome Shreya Kataria, who's the host of talk show. Are you ready, Shreya?
Yes.
Over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kadak Chai with Gurukul Drona, one of the most palatial talk shows held across the world. And I'm so glad and fortunate to have you all here. I am Shreya Kataria, your host for this evening, and I welcome each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so glad that every one of you has come with me to having been connected us to have a cup of Kadak Chai. And I assure each one of you that we are going to have a very gladsome and enjoyable evening. And we are going to come across a vast set of information. All of you. Now let's start fetching some cookies because we are going to have a nice cup of Kadak Chai with our chief guest. The most charming and beautiful lady, a motivational speaker, a life coach and a mentor who has helped change the life and mindset of many people. She's conducted 41 seminars, 84 private sessions, and has written 31 articles. She's won the hearts of the people with her very famous talk show, Connecting Lives with 2mm Dance Move. Everyone, please welcome Mrs.Ashna Dhanuka with a big round of applause.
Thank you so much, Shreya. And thank you so much, the talk show Kadak Chai, for having me here. It's my pleasure.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm very privileged to have you here.
Same here.
I think we should get starting because we all are getting very restless and are eager to learn a lot from you. Ma'am, we start with a question and answer round. And here comes the first question to you. Ma'am, what inspired you to start your career as a motivational speaker and a life coach?
That's an interesting question, and everybody has been asking me, especially during the COVID time. We all have one uninvited guest who keeps coming to our home. You know, that uninvited guest, but still we welcome with an open heart. Telling us, beta, tum ye nahi kar sakte, tumhari umar nahi hai, tum ye nahi kar sakte, tum aisa nahi kar sakte, ghar sambhalo, and all that. And I, being a mother of a 4-year-old daughter, I've always heard, तुम अभी तुम्हारे बच्चे छोटे हैं, बच्चे संभाल लो, जिंदगी बाकी है सब कुछ करने के लिए. So this uninvited guest to my house was Fear. I call her Fear Auntie, who just creeped in my head, and believe me, from a tenant, she'd converted into permanent resident. And I was revolving around her. I was listening to her every time she told me, you can do this or you can't do that. So one day, I decided to go to the root of the fear and understand, why is she at my place? Why is she at my head? And then I came to know I had fear of criticism, judgment, and a lot of rejection. And I was revolving around that fear. And I made my life, literally hell for myself also, for around me also. And then I decided, no, a lot of fear is already in my head. That is leading to anxiety. And थोड़े दिनों बाद वो depression में बदलने वाली थी. My husband just stopped and said, either you just tend down to the verge of depression, or you just get over it. I'll get you treated if you're on depression, but don't hang in between. So I decided to do a lot of wellness program and, a lot of things like that. So that helped me to become a better human being. And I just came to know I'm good at that. I learned the skill and mastered in it, and I'm here in front of all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was very great listening to you. We always say, bin bulai mehman, but I think to you, that was the very welcomed guest, and that helped change your life for everything. Ma'am, the second question to you. What is the role of a life coach in a real life?
Each individual have a lot of potential within. Each individual has own capabilities and abilities, but we have to let it out. Sometimes we don't have the right person to guide us, or sometimes we don't have the right mindset so that we can, we know what our goal is and what what we want to achieve in life, like that. So life coach helps you to set out whatever is inside you. You're hiding it inside in a way. So life coach helps you find your goal, help you punch your goal. We have a goal, but it's always in our mind. Coach helps you to punch it down. And the other thing life coach does very wonderfully is life coach doesn't put his or her, everything on you. He guides you through question and answer sessions. He guides you in each and every step in your life. You have the answer. The life coach asks you various kind of questions so that you come out of that limiting belief, of that fear, and you help to achieve the goal you desire. That is, in short, I'm telling you, this is the role of life coach.
That was very great, ma'am, and it really helped us get a very good guideline. And tomorrow I'll be surely at your doorstep to get some more ideas. Ma'am, the third question to you. In these testing times, everyone has got to lose their self-esteem, and many of them have got discouraged. Ma'am, as a life coach, our audience would love to know some interesting facts from you that would help them be motivated.
I'll just explain in a very practical and simple formula. Each one of us go for movie. Each one of us, from home to movie theater, we take a ride, either a scooty, Activa, bike or car, anything. So what do? If the red light is there, do we go back home? Do we go back home, anybody? Or we wait there to move forward? We wait there to move forward, correct? Same with our life right now since March. Same with our life during this COVID pandemic. We are stuck in the traffic of life. So what do is, we can't just go back. We can't just go back to January and say, oops, I have to be here. We have to move to December. So what I will tell everyone, I'll urge everyone is stick to the ride. If the path A is not taking you to December, just shift your path and come to path B. You will go to December anyways. It's just that you have to stick with the ride with a lot of willpower, determination and focus. And once you are focused and once you have the goal punched, believe me, any obstacle is there, it won't matter. The goal will be calling you and you will move forward. Stick to the ride is all I will say.
Thank you, ma'am. I think after hearing this, we all have got a lot of energy and we are going to, from tomorrow, do a lot many things. Isn't it, audience? Please type a yes or no in the chat box. That was great. Ma'am, we would love to hear one of your funny and most embarrassing moments you've ever had.
One of my most funniest and yet very embarrassing was same as I am here. This is public speaking, what we all are doing, right? So I remember I was in class 7 and I was studying in a boarding school. And I feared public speaking. Public speaking was a big no-no for me. So once I was forced to read thought of the day and a news headline in front of the whole school assembly. And I was already nervous. I was shaking. I was out of my mind totally. So what I went and did there was, I just opened the thought of the day. I read 2 lines and I was paused because I didn't know what to do. I just paused and I started crying. So that was embarrassing for me because I didn't know what to do. And the entire school was laughing at me, what this girl is doing. Read or just move. I was just paused. So that moment I can never forget. And that one moment changed my life totally. Since that day, I have become very open to public speaking, and public speaking is the best thing in my life that has happened.
Everyone has some funny moments, but we should not get demotivated and we should just keep going and we will surely reach our goals one day.
Yes.
Ma'am, you have recently written one blog, No Room for Fear. Would you like to elaborate it to the audience?
Fear is nothing, just an emotion in our mind which never happened. We fear for something which never ever happened. We just say हमें डर लग रहा है, but we don't know ये डर क्या चीज़ है. One thing I will love to say, all my viewers, all the students here, be close to fear. Have friendship with your fear. Acknowledge your fear. Know what your fear is. Because once we keep sweeping our fear under the carpet, that carpet will no longer be a carpet. It will turn into a mountain. And we have to face one day. We have to face the mountain also. So in short, I will like to say, I won't take much of your time. I will just say, come close to the fear, acknowledge your fear, organize your fear, and trust me, you'll heal. And one day you'll be so comfortable with whatever you're doing.
That was really very helpful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, would you like to intricate the 2 dance move, the idea you had come up with to connect lives?
In our head, we are always dancing. Now you'll ask me, how are we dancing in our head? We are here and we want to reach here. We are dancing. हम यहाँ हैं, हमें यहाँ पहुँचना है. We are doing nothing. We are just visualizing that we want to be there, but we are not breaking through that one triggerness which we have in our head. So we are always dancing. We are here and we want to be here. So I termed this as 2 dance move. What is 2 dance is that we are dancing, and move is to break through. To break through from where we are to where we want to be. That's everything about 2 dance move.
That is really very amazing, ma'am. And I think each one of us should look at the 2 Dance Move live show. Ma'am, now we move on to a rapid fire round. I will be asking you certain questions and you need to answer them very quickly. Are you ready, ma'am?
Yes, totally.
So let's start. What's your motto in life?
My motto in life is not to become the best. It is to become a better individual than yesterday. That's the entire motto in my life.
Ma'am, an accomplishment you're very proud of.
One 2 dance move. One female who moved the 2 dance move is me. I'm very proud of that.
That was very great, ma'am. We are really very proud of you.
Thank
One
you,
spontaneous decision you ever took in your life.
Enrolling on a life coach certification program with Jay Shetty and Tony Robbins.
That was amazing. The best moment of your life?
When I held my daughter for the first time in 2016.
The family is always a pleasure, and I wish your daughter a very good health.
Thank you.
Ma'am, the bravest thing you did in your life?
To just come out of the fear of rejection, criticism, and rejection I had. So now, for me, I don't care what people tell about me. Whether I'm speaking here, I'm stabbing also, it's okay. I know I'm trying to doing perfect.
I think we all should be learning this skill from you. Ma'am, and the last question. How would you be loved to remembered?
A person who changed little bit in the hearts out there.
Ma'am, that was really very motivating and encouraging. I really had a very pleasant evening with you, and I think everyone from the audience has also got to learn a lot. And I thank all of you having been connected with us. Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you everyone for being with us for the Kadak Chai with Gurukul Drona. And I hope you all have enjoyed it.
Thank you, Ashna ma'am, and thank you, Shreya. Shreya, this was a really, really interesting talk show that you had done. Ashna, you were fabulous with the answers and the enlightenment you had given to all the audience out here. I'm sure that every word of what you said is going to change a lot of lives, and a lot of dances are going to happen in their lives now. Yeah. So friends, any of the audience would like to ask any questions, please go ahead. If they have any query, Ashna is here and she would love to answer your questions. Anything from the audience or the participants, please go ahead, please. You can simply unmute yourself or raise your hand and speak and post your question to Ashna ma'am. Come on, anyone. It's a lifetime opportunity to directly talk to Ashna Dhanuka. What is it that is troubling you? What is it that is stopping you? What is your red light where you're getting stuck? Go ahead, ask. Yes, Saloni ma'am, go ahead, please.
So, what, what feeling, what emotion changed after you took the Tony Robbins life coach session?
I was always revolving around thoughts which was not needed. So after I enrolled and completed my program, I started treating thoughts like clothes. Same with clothes. Whenever it doesn't fit us, we just discard. We don't try to just, wear. Same with the thoughts. The thoughts I do not need now, I discard them. So that I'm always in positive and good vibes. And the vibes we are in is just like a spray from a perfume bottle. The fragrance we are carrying, we give in and around. Same with vibes. Whatever we are carrying, we'll just transfer that. So this gives me a good vibes every time.
Thank you. That's a very interesting thought.
Okay, we have a question coming on the chat box also from Mr. Sumit Sehgal. He's asking that is this program that you're talking about, is this a recorded program or is it a live interaction session?
So about this program, this
Uh,
Kadak Chai.
no, Tony Robbins.
Okay, no. This is 101 with Tony Robbins. We are a bunch of 20 people who are doing this course and crash course and train the trainee. So yes, he do come for a lot of challenges in Facebook and Instagram also, but that is totally different. And being a certified life coach under them is totally different.
So it's a live interaction session with him.
Yes, live interaction, and it's a long process. It's a process for a year. It's not just for a month or two.
Super, super. Okay, Punya, please go ahead with your question.
Good evening, ma'am. I want to ask, as you are a motivational speaker, any most motivational tip you would like to give that could fit any kind of age, like any kind of person?
Yes, absolutely. That's an interesting question. I will love to tell everyone, I'll urge everyone, please take failure as a greatest lesson and take it gracefully. Embrace your mistake, learn from the past, and move on. We are always told, since childhood, we are always told, आप fail नहीं हो सकते. Fail होना taboo होता है. But our mind is like computer. Anything which is programmed can be deprogrammed. So success mindset to achieve goals is that failure teaches a lot. And if you don't fail, you're not growing. You have to fail to improve and keep moving. So that's one tip for all age group. Maybe 5 years old or 50 years old.
Thank you, Ashna, ma'am. That was really, really motivating, encouraging, informative for all of us here. And we really thank your presence. Thank you for taking out
Thank
time
you.
and being here with us. And we request you to stick on with us because there's a lot of interesting program that is going to unfold. And we have a surprise debate for all the participants and the guests who have logged in towards the end of the program. So keep logged in, and over to Punya and Abir.
Thank you, Ashna ma'am. Thank you, Shreya, for such masaledar chit chat. It was a superb show. It provided a great learning and fun too. It was outstanding. Give a huge round of applause for the show.